What's up, guys? It's Gage here with Pro Play Games, back again with another market watch for the week of, what week is this? Let me pull out my phone here. April 23rd. Moving into this week, we had actually a lot of new changes come up. Some of them actually remained pretty stagnant. A lot of them were more tournament pack related. A lot of collector's items shifted in market value. If you guys haven't picked up your own collector's items, a lot of the tournament pack things that have not risen in price yet that you may have caught your eye, they're starting to go up for some reason. I would look into picking those up. But as for just selective things that people will genuinely want to know about, a lot of the more common stuff, I picked out a few cards that have really spiked up in price, some a significant amount that have dropped significantly, and also some cards you might want to look into picking up moving forward, and I kind of put them into a list here to talk about. So for starters, we have Terraforming Super Rare Astral Pack, which is the only terraforming that is actually going to matter. You see common terraformings and all kinds of different types, sitting at around like the $1 range. They got a reprint in the most recent structure decks as well, but the super rare version is sitting around $25, and with that, it's kind of just the stigma with the two True Kings and True Dracos coming out, that this card has risen up in price because people are going to want, of course, bling out their deck, and this is the only kind of blinged version of terraforming to be released into the market at the moment. This card has spiked and it's been dropped a lot, so I mean, if you really don't mind like not blinging out your deck, don't bother with it because you can find commons for chump change anywhere. But if you're looking to bling out your True Dracos or anything, you're going to be spending a pretty penny on those super rare terraformings. Moving on to the next card is just kind of Maxx C Ultimate Rare. I don't think anybody's actually talked about this card since it's 1-to-1, but I don't know exactly when the price dropped, but it used to be $100. You could not find it cheaper than that. Now Maxx C in its ultimate rare form is kind of down to 82. The other rarities are also kind of at a low point too. It's just because there's more in the market for people to kind of sell and pick up. If you're looking for your one Maxx C, your play set, that's funny the way to say it like that, but if you're looking for your play set of ultimate rare Maxx C, it's the cheapest it's ever been. To bling out your Maxx C, I don't foresee this card going any lower than 82, just because it still is an insane card at 1. It might go lower over time, but that's just something that we'll have to see. But I believe this might be its floor. So I think you might want to pick up your Maxx C's Ultimate Rare. If you foresee it having, maybe in the next ban list, it might go back to 2. Who knows? Anything's possible with this card, I guess. So Ultimate Rare Maxx C's, $82, kind of cheap. Kind of whatever. Next card is Tyranno Infinity, specifically in its rare form, $70, and there's actually 2 listings for it. I foresee it kind of being maybe a little bit like around the same on eBay because this card's going to be super rare to get, because there's all kinds of different Tyranno Infinities listed for less than $1. Card's extremely cheap and easy to find. It's played in the new dinosaur deck. However, this is the only rarity that actually is different. Like everything else is a common, and this is the only one that's a rare. You can see it's $70 in fucking TCG player here, which is insane. But if you're looking to bling out your dinosaur deck, bling out the highest rarity Tyranno Infinity is a rare, unfortunately. So if you're gonna look at that, you might be spending a pretty penny on Dark Revolution rares. Dark Revolution is a reprint set, I believe. So that's warranting this to have its rare as opposed to all the other sets. Whether or not you want to spend all that money on a rare card is up to you. I think a common would do just fine and look just the same, but the rarest form of Tyranno Infinity is a rare. So if you're going to want to look at that, $70 for your rare is what you will be paying. As you can see the price trend, this is probably as soon as like the deck kind of got popular, or like the deck's idea got popular, you saw it spike here and it's kind of just staying there. Pretty crazy to think about, but you're paying a pretty penny for these rare Tyranno Infinities. Next card is Dra-aello. This card actually has gone down a little bit. It spiked a lot, near $20 for its dual terminal rarity. This card's really important for the new True King Draco deck, where you're able to summon this guy from the deck, and it's a level 1 tuner. That's specifically it. And then with the new rank 9 VFD dude, you're able to turn these things. I think it's like Draco King of the Calamities or something like that. I don't know its exact name. I remember VFD, that's what I remember it by. But you're able to turn all monsters on the field into one attribute. So you turn them into Earth monsters, and then you're able to synchro this with the guy with another level 4 dinosaur, and you're able to make Naturia Beast. That's kind of the combo that's hot right now, and that's where you'll see Dra-aello being played. So if you're going to want to pick up your copies, this is low. They went down. They used to be, like I said, around 17s for supers, 20s for DTs, but now you're able to get them for a much more reasonable price in my eyes. So now might be the time to pick up your Dra-aello. I don't see getting a reprint anytime soon. It's not that high demand of a card, so picking it up now might be in your best interest. Now, another card that we kind of addressed last Market Watch, and that was the true King Agnimazud. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but that's my best guess. We talked about this last time and how it kind of riz up in price a little bit, and now I think it's kind of settled, and it's at a price that I didn't really expect, because this is still a pretty high price, being like 20 bucks. I think this is maybe like before we started getting more, I don't want to say it's before we started getting the different rarities and how we got more in one set. But it might be. Don't quote me on that. And maybe that's warranting its big price. But as you can see, like the water guy and the earth guy, which is a super rare, of course, maybe not really comparable in that sense. They're both sitting around like $5, which isn't that much. But we see the fire guy sitting at around 20. It's also, this guy's really useful in the deck. Probably one of the most useful ones next to the earth guy. So maybe that's warranting its high price as well. But as opposed to everything else in the deck, your fire one's going to be the most expensive one you're looking to pick up. So I would definitely, I don't know if it's really worth waiting to see if this guy will go down, because it looks like this is his price ceiling, maybe, or maybe it's the floor, and this is just what he's going to stick at. Not sure, but I would definitely look and check the prices on this guy over time and see if he goes down. Maybe post the release of the set, he might go down a little bit, or he'll stay where he is. Other than that, I really don't think he'll go higher than this price here. It just doesn't seem likely for an ultra rare these days to go above $20 and make too much sense or stick there for too long. So I would just definitely wait this guy out, see what happens. Maybe he'll go down, and then pick him up when you can. Another card, just kind of a talk about, it went up a little bit again, but I just want to talk about the history of this price and how I don't foresee this card being worth that much. SPYRAL Super Agent is now $6. We've seen this card go through many different like turmoils with its price. It went up to $9 one time. I think it was the set prior to this one when the support was released. People went nuts again, went up to $9, and that's when I sold my playset. And when I was like, I'm not going to get too much out of this. This deck sucks. And a lot of people, kind of the consensus is that this deck, SPYRALs, even with the new support, is going to be trash. So whether or not you want to make that judgment for yourself, and you want to pick these up early, this is probably the cheapest you'll be able to find them. If you guys pick these up early, and maybe it does something, and people kind of get hyped for Nationals, or before the Mega Tins drop, you can people will want to be playing this. I don't foresee it, so I would not waste your money on this. But if you really have a hunch about SPYRALs, that they'll do something, now's your chance to pick them up for as cheap as you can. As you can see, a little price trend here. This might have been when they spiked earlier, when the support got first announced. I don't know what they spiked to, but like I said, just from history, when this thing spiked to $9 when people thought it was good, it went down again, and it's just going to keep doing that, I believe. I believe this deck is not good enough to be good in today's metagame, and I just believe you'd be throwing money away if you invest in SPYRAL Super Agents. However, like I said, now's the time to get him if you want to get him at all. $6, it'll not be cheaper. Unless it gets reprinted, of course, and from there everyone will have them. But another card that's going down, though, these are cards that are going down now, is Totally Awesome. This card has actually gone down in price and is starting to decrease in price a little bit more. As you can see, the price trend here, just significant drop off. Since the ban list was announced, we had Totally Awesome go way up in price, and people saw Paleozoics was going to be the best deck of the format, and that projection was kind of true for the most part, and we saw this price kind of stick a little bit as people kind of figured this card's like a necessity in the meta right now. But now we're seeing it starting to wane off and go down a little bit. Maybe that's with the announcement of the reprints and the mega packs, but that's not for a while and everything. If you're looking to pick them up before National season, before YCS Pittsburgh, you're still going to be paying a lot less for them than you would normally, and that's really helpful for people that are looking to play for those last few events before the Megatins drop. Of course, you got to recognize that your price is going to get literally maybe chopped in half by the time the mega packs do come out. However, if you're looking to play in those for events beforehand, now might be the time to start picking them up, as they're just going to keep going down, and maybe right before the event you'll see them spike back up again. Also, if you want to pick them up now, you can probably sell them off at events for a little bit more for those people that are going to need them last minute. I see Totally Awesome. This might be one of its floors before we do get the reprint in the mega packs, but as you can see, the price has been declining relatively quickly, actually, I'd like to say. One of the only cards that have been declining as much. However, there's another one that's really popular, and that's also Dimensional Barrier, which is also on a decline. $46 now. I don't foresee this card going any lower. This card's insane. This is literally one of the best trap cards of the format, one of the best trap cards ever, and it's actually declining in price now, which is nice. Mega Pack version, of course, coming out again eventually, but this is a card that everybody will absolutely need if you want to be playing in these last few YCSs, these last few nationals, before we get Link Summoning and before we get the Mega Packs. Really important to have this card. I think maybe even after, everyone says after Links come out, this card will be irrelevant. That's totally untrue in my eyes. It'll be just as insane. So I definitely see like picking this up, maybe even waiting until the Mega Packs is worth it, but this is the lowest point before you're probably going to get, before Nationals, before YCS Pittsburgh. So I definitely look into getting Dimensional Barriers if you can, maybe even waiting a bit more to see if it declines a little bit more is beneficial. But this card is really low now, and it's really, really exciting to see all these cards go down in value. Another one that's gone down in value is Zoodiac Barrage, too. Now might be the time to pick these up, too, if you're looking to play for YCS Pittsburgh, because this card might just go back up when Leica releases, because Leica makes the deck insane again. Zoodiac Barrage on its own becomes a one-card combo once again. Now, whether or not that'll be comparable to how good the True Kings are when we get them, it's debatable, but I still see it as insane for the fact that Zoodiac Rapier, just normal summon Rapier, as well as play Zoodiac Barrage as a one-card combo again to get into those advantage plays with Daigusto Emerald with Fusion Substitute. So I definitely see this decline here as something you want to jump on when you can. These cards are just insane in the meta, and they'll be insane for the last few events we have before we get Links. Zoodiacs in particular will also be insane after Links. You look at the OCG, a lot of True King variants are topping a lot, but Zoodiacs are one of the best decks with the first Link support we get. So if you want to just invest in the future, this might be something to look at. Maybe waiting until the Mega Packs is good too. But if you're looking to play in these next few events, these are as cheap as you're going to get them probably. I just think this is probably the time I would pick up Zoodiac Barrage, if anything. So looking at that shoe, and there's one card that I have you guys to kind of pitch to you guys, maybe to pick up early. And I've said this before, but maybe it'll be this time. I don't know. The Hidden City, I want to push this guys on you again. This card's actually really good, but the thing is, Subterrors, much like Spirals, have just not been able to get there yet. But we see Spirals flop continuously, but Subterrors, just the support looks so good, and maybe this last set we have will be able to bring it all together. And their Field Spell is probably the most important card in the deck, being able to get to those. And trust me, just by looking at the Hand Trap guy, the level 1 dude we're getting, the deck looks really good. The Hand Trap is probably one of the best Hand Traps I've ever seen. It's literally like a Solemn Warning Hand Trap. That's crazy. That's just crazy. So I want to pitch it to you guys that this deck might be good again. So picking these up while you can, while they're cheap, might be beneficial. There's just a whole bunch of great support cards in it. Nemesis is an okay card when you pair it with Metal Foe. You can even pair it with like the True King dude, the Earth True King dude, and it works extremely well. Cards like Behemoth, all the Behemoths, really, most of them are really good and everything. Compared to the Spiral, this deck is probably just leaps and bounds ahead of it. And I see maybe this last support we're getting, we have 2, maybe 3 unknown cards we don't know yet. It might just be able to make this deck good. That being said, picking up Hidden Cities, maybe a playset, might be beneficial. $10 isn't really that expensive. You're not shelling out too much for the possibility of this being a tier 1 deck. Like I said, the Hand Trap's already insane from what we saw. A lot better, leaps and bounds better than any of this power support we've seen. So it's definitely maybe a investment worth making. So that's kind of the card I want to pitch you guys. The other ones you'll probably be able to find cheap. If you want to take a small investment in them, like you could see some of the Behemoths are like $1.51, $2 for the other guy. It's like they're not that much chump change. But the main one is Hidden City, because this was a secret rare. Only when printing, it'll flex a lot. But that's all I have for you guys this week in the Market Watch. If there's anything else you guys caught on to that I didn't catch, drop them in the comment section below. I'm sure helping everybody out in the community make smart decisions with their choices is probably the best for everyone. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helped you guys out with making some decisions, what to buy, what to sell, what to invest in. And I hope to see you guys next week in the next episode of Market Watch. Thanks for watching, guys. Nim signing out.